Imagine standing on the precipice of a brutal, apocalyptic magical war, completely severed from your fiercely protective fated mate, your heavily armed allies, and the ancestral throne you have spent months fighting to reclaim, only to look up at a blood-red sky and realize that the tyrannical Shadow King has unleashed an unhinged, ancient dark magic that threatens to stomp your entire world into absolute ash. This is the breathlessly high-octane, universe-shattering, and utterly devastating reality that engulfs Vega twins Tory and Darcy in Caroline Peckham and Susanne Valenti's monumental dark fantasy phenomenon, Heartless Sky. The explosive 7th installment of the blockbusting Zodiac Academy series delivers a ruthless masterclass in high-angst romantasy, multi-POV warfare, and jaw-dropping cliffhangers, demanding to be blared through your headphones as a cinematic, pulse-pounding audiobook, where every clash of elemental power and gut-wrenching late-night confession will leave you completely spellbound. Following the catastrophic, heart-wrenching betrayals of the previous books, the emotional stakes skyrocket into an absolute psychological war zone. Tory is hiding behind a heavily armored shield of defiance, fiercely battling to break the dark, structural trauma of a star-crossed bond that has twisted her love for Lionel Acrux into a dangerous game of cat and mouse. Meanwhile, Darcy finds herself trapped in a high-intensity, close-quarter struggle for survival alongside Orion, weaponizing her growing forbidden shadow beast magic against the corrupt authorities of Solaria. As the ultimate high-stakes battle lines are drawn at the Elite Academy, the dynamic between the Celestial Heirs completely shifts from bitter, laugh-out-loud collegiate rivalries to a fiercely loyal, found family alliance. They must play a lethal tactical chess match against ancient corporate-style royal factions and subterranean demonic forces to survive the night. The Twisted Sisters masterfully structure a fast-paced, double-layered narrative of shifting alliances and intense mutual pining, effortlessly layering a delightfully filthy mouth and scorching high-heat passion over massive planet-hopping military operations. The audiobook format, brought to life through a god-tier dual narration performance by Jake Bordeaux and Bridget Bordeaux, transforms this sweeping urban fantasy into an extraordinarily intimate experience. It perfectly captures every low, possessive battle growl from the Alpha Heirs and the sharp, defiant intellect of the Vega Queens as they refuse to bow down. It is a triumphant, pulse-pounding masterpiece that culminates in a staggering, heart-shattering final act that will leave listeners completely weeping and frantic for more, proving that when the stars themselves conspire to break your spirit, the absolute safest move isn't to run from the storm, but to ignite your internal flame and burn their corrupt empire to the ground.